Good morning, Clifton High School, and welcome to Thursday's summer sports activity. Today we're going to be looking at tennis in particular, but we're also going to be breaking it down into theoretical content of components of fitness. Now, the components of fitness are basically the individual little skills and attributes that our body has that allows us to participate in sport, and they all sort of amalgamate together to make our performance as good as it can be. Now, this is really important in a sport such as tennis, and pretty much in every single other sport that we do actually, to be able to identify specific parts of our either overall body fitness or specific skills that we have that are possibly not up to the strength of others. This means with our training we can identify exactly which components of fitness need to be worked on, and we can come up with specific exercises to make sure that we improve them. This is a really useful tool, not only in tennis, but in all sports. So I've broken the components of fitness down into 10 different parts today. We've got agility, we've got balance, we've got coordination, we've got cardio endurance, we've got flexibility, we've got muscular endurance, we've got power, reaction time, strength, and speed. So 10 different parts. The aim of today is to show you exactly what each component of fitness entails, how it relates to the game of tennis, and also an exercise or a couple of exercises to show you how we can improve our tennis-specific components of fitness. I hope you enjoy. So the first is agility. Now, agility is the ability to change direction at speed. It's hugely important in tennis, as you can see in the next video, as the players are travelling and changing direction all the time, and the ability to use great levels of ability allow Rafa Nadal to change direction at speed, chase the ball back and hit the winning shot. So team, the first agility drill is very simple. We've got a golden cone which we put just in front of us, and then 2 red cones just behind us. It doesn't have to be cones, it can be jam jars, it can be cordial bottles, it can be anything to mark 3 spots in a basic triangle formation. The one at the front, the golden one, I'm always going to return to, and I'm basically going to go back to the red cone, back to the yellow cone, back to the red cone, back to the yellow cone, back to the red cone for 30 seconds, and I'm going to really focus on getting nice and low and changing direction at speed. Agility is the ability to change direction as quickly as you possibly can. Obviously, being tennis specific, I'm always going to be carrying my racket so that it is sport specific. Okay, 30 seconds, and we're going to go through it 3 times. Okay, ready? Let's go. Balance, another amazing ability to stay upright or stay in control of the body movement. Really important, linking in with agility when you're changing direction at speed and having to slow down and you're reaching really low. The balance is the thing that keeps you up. Okay, so balance, the ability to stay upright or control a movement. Okay, really important in tennis, we're always gravity's trying to take us off balance. Okay, so we're often on one foot, transferring weight from one to the other. So a really good exercise is one-footed hops onto some sort of platform. Okay, if you haven't got a platform, that's fine, you can just do one-footed hops straight onto the other. Okay, holding the racket as always. But if you've got a little bit of a platform, it makes it a bit harder. We're going to go for 20 on each leg. Okay.
So number 3 is cardiovascular endurance. Now this is the ability to exercise without becoming overly tired over an extended period of time. Bearing in mind a tennis match lasts for hours and single rallies like the next rally you'll see can last minutes, then you have to be super fit and have excellent levels of cardiovascular endurance.
Cardiovascular endurance, we are going to do jumping jacks for 10 minutes. Cardiovascular endurance is the ability to keep exercising for an elongated period of time without getting tired. Okay, hold the racket because we're training specifically for tennis and it's a good thing to do. Okay, 10 minutes cardiovascular work, jumping jacks. Let's go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Number 4 is coordination. Coordination is the ability to move 2 or more body parts under control smoothly and efficiently. Now in the next rally you'll see the tennis players need to be coordinated to make sure A, they're always in the centre of the court once they've hit a shot, and B, they know where the ball is in coordination with their body. As you can see, Donaldson hits an outrageous winner because he can coordinate his body and racket to make some sort of contact with the ball to hit the winning shot.
Coordination in tennis, really important. The ability to move at least 2 limbs efficiently and quickly and make sure you're in control at all times. Obviously with all the movement that's going on in tennis, this is hugely important, really important. Okay, so we're going to do a really simple drill, but one that's actually quite difficult to master. Okay, we're going to map out a box area or a rectangle, could be a tile, could be a little bit of tape on the floor, could be a footstool like I'm going to be using. And we're going to be hopping at 4 points around the footstool in each corner. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay, really important. We're going to do 3 sets, okay, of 10 reps, and 1 rep is 4 hops all the way around. Okay, should look like this.
Number 5, flexibility. The capacity of a joint or muscle to move through its full range of movement. Now this is hugely important in tennis because you're constantly pushing your joints to have full range of movements for the whole time, especially in your hitting arm in the racket. You can see at the shoulder joint here how much the tennis players rely on having a full range of movement to generate power in all shots and lobs.
flexibility, really important in all sports and tennis, to be able to move your joint through its full range of movement. Okay, if you think about tennis, every single movement and every single joint that is creating that movement is being pushed to its absolute limit. So we need to make sure we're flexible to avoid injuries. So, best way to improve flexibility is doing yoga, is doing Pilates, or just doing your own deep stretches. Okay? So now I'm going to give you a couple of examples, but have 10 minutes of your own personal stretching. Okay? Number 1. You should be holding the stretch for roughly 20 seconds. Continue on with your own stretches.
Muscular endurance number 6 is the ability of a muscle or group of muscles to sustain repeated contractions. Really important in a sport like tennis because you're doing repeated actions over and over again. Like you'll see with Federer hitting backhand after backhand, and at the appropriate time having the muscular endurance to hit a more powerful winner down the line.
Okay team, muscular endurance, the ability for our muscles to continue working for an elongated period of time against resistance potentially, but if not, just muscle groups working all the time together. Great one to do is simply press ups, but adapt them for your sport in particular. So we're going to be doing press up twists with the racket. Okay, we're going to aim for 3 sets of 10. It should look like this. Go team.
Number 7 is power, the ability to exert a maximal force. Now, if you want to hit a winner in tennis, this is absolutely key. As you'll see in the next rally, Djokovic is struggling to put Nadal away until he exerts all of his power onto one last great big shot.
Okay team, so power, hugely important in tennis. Think about a serve, think about a smash, just think about a finishing forehand, okay? Power is hugely important. Remember, it is the maximal force that a muscle can exert, okay? So for this one, we're going to put the racket down, we're going to have a look around our houses for anything we can use that just adds a little bit of resistance and a little bit of weight, okay? For me, it's a family size Howland's mayonnaise, and we're going to do some clean and jerks, okay? We're going to do 3 sets of 10 again, and it's all about going from the floor up to the top as quickly as you possibly can, exerting that maximum amount of power. Okay, it should look like this. Let's go.
Number 8, reaction time. Hugely important in tennis because there's always a stimuli to respond to. So this is the ability to respond quickly to that stimulus. Wherever the ball is, the tennis players need to react. They also need to take into account where the opposition player is and also the angle their racket's going at to see if they can react and guess where the ball's going to go to.
Ничего себе!
Okay guys, reaction time. Brilliant little drill for you. Really good for all summer sports. Cricket, crounders, rounders, tennis, anything you need to react, okay? Reaction is the ability to respond to a stimulus. Our stimulus are going to be 5 tennis balls, okay? I'm going to have, you need a partner for this really. So a parent, a brother, a sister, anyone who's with you and can help with this. They're going to have 5 tennis balls. I'm going to turn my back to them. When they shout go, I'm going to spin around and they're going to throw the ball and I'm going to catch it. Okay? Should look like this.
Go. Go.
Ah!
Go. Go. Go.
Woo!
Number 9 is strength, the ability to carry out work against resistance. Now this is all about having the strength to hold your body position in certain positions, mainly low, so the lunge is perfect for this. As you can see in the next rally, having the strength to hold his lunge allows him to play a perfect drop volley.
Lob wedge.
He's almost moved past this on the way through. Absolutely scandalous. Got to get...
So team, strength, the ability to carry out work against resistance. Again, we're going to be using our mayonnaise tin. Let's link it into tennis-specific movements. So the key to most tennis shots is getting nice and low, especially if you're at the net, thinking about a volley. You really want to get as low as you possibly can to hit that backhand, or as low as you possibly can to hit that drop volley, okay? If you think about that movement that we've just done, it's all about the lunge, okay? So we're going to build up our strength in our legs using the mayonnaise and doing some lunges, okay? 3 sets of 10, 10, 3 sets of 10, 5 on each leg in each set, okay? With the mayonnaise, we're going to hold it above our heads as we lunge down, okay? It should look like this.
And finally, number 10 is speed, the ability to move your limbs and your body quickly. Very important in tennis, obviously, because you're moving all round the court, chasing balls, going 100 miles an hour. In the next clip, you'll see Andy Roddick doing an incredible job of staying in the point by using his speed to chase down all of the balls. Unfortunately, Gonzalez just proved too strong for him at the end.
Okay, so speed, final one. Speed, the ability to move quickly. Hugely important, okay? Need to get around that court nice and quickly. Really important because it's a very good transferable skills for all sports. Okay, speed is imperative in the majority of sports. So what we need is 2 points in a room, roughly your body width apart. Okay, if you lie down, that's roughly the point we need, so not a lot of space. I've got 2 cones, it can be literally anything that you use as markers. Okay, we're just going to put them on the floor. Number 1, number 2. Okay, all we're going to do is for 30 seconds, 3 times. We're going to be on our toes, sprinting, facing forward, but sprinting as fast as we can in between the 2, from side to side. Should look like this. Okay, 30 seconds, off you go. Okay, good work team. That was a good little session. What's really important is to remember the components of fitness and how they can relate to your sport, how they can relate to your performance. You can pick out areas of weakness and identify them pretty much down to a component of fitness that you can really work on over a number of weeks. Build up your strength, build up your coordination, build up your speed, and you'll have massive improvements across your whole performance. Really well done today. I shall see you tomorrow for the team challenge. It's a good one.